Do you know that feeling? That feeling when you're stuck in traffic, but not normal traffic, no. Traffic so thick, so entangled, that it feels like the byproduct of Mumbai's worst rush hour, even though your city has an approximate population of 50 people, of which 33 are cats, 2 are your parents, and 1 is your cousin. That feeling when you're stuck there in traffic and you just feel like screaming,
"Who the fuck made these roads?"
Do you know the feeling? I do not. I don't drive. But if you've ever been in the situation where you thought, I could have done this better, well, do I have the solution for you? Mini Motorways! Today I wanted to talk about this little cute strategy game that I found some time ago, almost when it was launched, and that hasn't left my PC ever since. Mini Motorways is a very cute little strategy game, very arcadey, where you have to manage your city, which is filling up with traffic, and you have to manage the traffic. The game came out in 2021, and it's the spiritual remake of another game called Mini Metro, with which it shares the common idea of managing traffic. And that's the case because both are children of Dinosaur Polo Club, a video game company based in New Zealand that has only made these 2 video games so far with a certain success. The purpose is very easy. You have to make sure that cars reach their preferred destination in order to avoid your city from falling into chaos and anarchy. Each game you choose a scenario, which is a city such as Wellington, Los Angeles, München, and you begin to plan your road network. The game will spawn randomly both houses containing cars and both the shops that these cars want to reach. Yellow cars want to reach yellow shops, blue cars want to reach blue shops, and so on and so forth. At the end of each week you receive a random power-up which will help you survive and improve your road network. The game goes on until a shop isn't reached fast enough by cars. Will you manage to improve your score? Mini Motorways has many things going for it, but the first one that you will notice, it's this little ultra cute look that it has. Whoever created the look for this game deserves very emphatic praise. All the colors in the game, from the houses to the menus to what you see while you are playing, are very pleasing to the eye. When you start your game, your city is really small, but as you grow it and as you expand your road network, the screen begins to look like this intricate abstract artwork thanks to the cars going the little merry way. There's a graphic synergy in the road networks that you create that is really enjoyable to look at. And if you add this to the fantastic and pleasing sound effects that you get both in the menus and in game, what you get is a very relaxing gaming experience. Just take a listen and tell me if this isn't worthy of ASMR. Relaxing. That is the keyword. This is a perfect little game for those that want to relax at any point during the day, but without switching their brain completely off. You finish any work, you sit down at your desk, you turn on your PC, you start the game, start playing, and you can just relax watching the cars going on their way on the screen. Kinda like watching cat videos on your PC. You know, I don't think he meant like this. And even though there is no music in the game, you don't notice its absence at all. I always assumed that there was some music, and I only noticed whilst recording the gameplay for this video that there's nothing. But you never notice it, and that's both due to the gameplay, which keeps you concentrated on something else, and we'll talk about it soon, and on the sound effects that hold their ground on their own and are so enjoyable and filling during the gaming experience that you never notice like there's a void, even though there's no music. The full package is of an artistic beauty that's not extremely common in games, and that really relaxes you a lot while you play it. However, even though the gameplay is relaxing, that does not make it dull or boring. The city you create is minuscule at the start, only a few houses. But then more houses appear, more buildings, more shops, and they're all different colors. And all of a sudden, you have to cross a river, and you don't have a bridge. You have to cross a mountain, and you don't have a tunnel. And things keep spawning all over the map because the game is a bitch, and you run out of streets, and you have to solve this mess very quickly before your city just shuts down. Wasn't it relaxing? It is! What's the point? The point is that the game puts you in front of many micro decisions that combined form a quite intricate puzzle. A puzzle that's always new and randomized each time you play. Since you have a limited amount of road tokens or pieces or whatever it is that you can place down, you have to be very strategic in the way you do it. Their management becomes really important, just as the management of the actual road network and what junctions you want to create, which colors you're going to mix, how can you make cars reach their destination as fast as possible. And then you get the power-ups, which are given to you at the end of each week in game, and that add an extra level of micro decision, of micro strategy because it gives you options on how to enlarge your city. How do you want to build up your city? Which direction do you want to take it in? Is it better to get a bridge to cross a river? A roundabout to fix that one junction that's kind of filling up? Or a highway to connect two pieces that the game kindly decided to spawn in the middle of fucking nowhere? All these constant micro decisions create a gameplay loop which is really enjoyable and keeps the brain stimulated from the very beginning of the game to the point where your city just inevitably explodes because it will just collapse at one point, even though it maintains a relaxing experience at the same time. The game is also a perfect definition of pastime. It is extremely quick, extremely intuitive to play. Games average what, like 20 minutes? And from the moment you press on the icon on your desktop to the moment you start playing, it's almost immediate, you almost don't feel it. Therefore, it's perfect for those that want to play between a chore and the other on the go, or just to relax at any moment in the day anyway. It's also extremely replayable. There are numerous cities that you can explore. Each city has dedicated challenges that you can complete, and also obviously each game is randomized, so it's completely different. On top of that, there are weekly and daily challenges where you have to build up your road network with whatever condition or limitations, like extra bridges or no bridges or more cars or stuff like that anyway, that makes it different and more challenging, and they are changed each week and each day. So there's always a reason why you could go back and just have another game. Basically, it's a quick, fast, enjoyable, stimulating game that's a joy to the eye. If it interests you, you can find it on Steam, on Apple Arcade, and recently on Switch as well. That's it. I just wanted to share this game, talk about it, and maybe make you discover it. Thanks so much for watching the video till the end if you have, and au revoir. The full package is on our artist.
Who made these fucking roads? Sì, ciao, madonna mia.
The purpose is very easy. You have to manage your city. Non ho capito un cazzo. A random power-up which will help you survive at the end of each week you... Ma vaffanculo. Finish any work, you say that you're... Traffic so thick, so entangled that it feels like the byproduct of Mumbai's worst traffic day, even though this is not what I was meant to say. Very nice.